So we're Luperon here, Dominican Republic. This is the European model, pink. This is the GFS model. They're pretty much in agreement. That means we need to sail these, the old Bahama Channel, cut the corner, come to all the way to Miami. That's our route for the next over 3 days. The good thing is we still have a shot, theoretically, but we have to execute flawlessly.
No margin.
An hour or two.
No margin.
No margin. Yeah, you.
It's completely beautiful here now. A little breezy, but not too bad. It's hard to believe that we drug a mooring ball this morning in this harbor. Several other boats drug as well. Two collided. And now it's just a peaceful, beautiful harbor.
Right now we're chilling. We're monitoring the weather. We basically have 12 knots, which is what's announced of wind, with gusts in the 20s, low 20s, 20 to 23, which so far has been true. We're anchored. We feel good about the space. It's sunny. That's what's happening. We're expecting gusts to increase in the evening, from evening to beginning of the night. So that'll give us a sense of how we're going to do for the night, because we expect about the same through the night. I think we're going to keep an anchor watch. At this point, we've ruled out leaving this anchorage Wednesday night. Couple reasons. The number one reason I would say is as we come out, we have to leave a red marker to port, and then it's very close to the shore. And the waves are going to be west-northwest, and with a period of 6 to 7 seconds. So that kind of rules out leaving Wednesday end of afternoon. We will have to leave before dusk, so like 5-6 p.m. So that's too dangerous. Plus, the waves and wind will still not be favorable to really go out and sail. So that's, at this point, we rolled out tomorrow night. So we're looking at Thursday morning. Thursday morning, the period of the waves are getting longer. The direction of the waves are going to be better also to get out. And the wind will have rotated more to the north, giving us a better angle to start sailing towards Miami. The good news is if we maintain 80% of our polars, we still have a shot with a slim margin. We will have over a period of 3 days, over a distance of 650 nautical miles, to maintain those speeds. There is a long stretch where we have over 18 hours. We will have to maintain 10 knots boat speed over 18 hours. So knowing there will be some night doing that, it's not going to be a piece of cake, but we feel between the angle of the wind, the sea state, the sails we have, the crew we have, then we can attempt this. So that gives us an arrival in Miami on Sunday morning. The rule of the game we're playing is to enter, to be ready, to be in line with the other boats that go in the boat show by Sunday morning at 10 a.m. local time. If everything goes according to plan, exiting, the winds, blah, 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 no margin for error, the crew, the sails, no technical issues, everything, the wind, the direction, we could get there theoretically Sunday morning with a few hours to spare. That's the cliffhanger. And also because it's winter time and low pressure systems are crossing the US, is we need to arrive in Florida before Monday because there is a new low pressure system that will be arriving.
So what that means is with another front coming in, if we don't make it into the boat show, we're not sure what to do with the boat or where we'll stay or what marina we'll stay at. We'll be at a marina, but if we don't make it in, like, are we just anchoring outside the marina because of the boat show? So yeah, lots of little details to consider. So I'm on anchor watch and it's relatively uneventful. It's super calm here. And I was looking at predict wind and I don't know, it could be deceiving what's going on outside, but in here it is not bad at all. There's like 10 knots of wind.
So after yesterday's mooring ball drag, we set up an anchor watch system overnight, just in case the winds, crept up high again and we started dragging anchor, which didn't really happen. I woke up once and it was pretty gusty, but I think only to 25 or so, and our anchor held very well.
Here we go.
Going to town.
So we're gonna head to Customs and Immigration and basically check in and check out at the same time, and then determine what time we leave. Tomorrow morning is the current plan, Thursday morning, which means it's literally a nail biter to get there. Trying to also look at the latest weather forecast, or the one that comes, I think, in like 5 hours, to see if we should leave tonight before dark. That would give us an extra 12 hours. Stephane's not convinced that the wave state is going to be favorable. It's going to be unfavorable. The question is, how bad is it going to be? And I think we're trying to figure that out. It is Customs and Immigration right here. This is the office where we check in.
I'm hoping to find an ATM so I can get some Dominican pesos.
Okay, so we had to do Customs, Immigration, Agriculture, Navy, and Port Authority. And it's taken us a couple hours, but everybody's super nice. So we just checked in, and we owe 7,500 pesos, so we have to go to the bank because they only take cash. And we're walking through the town.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that process?
Pretty friendly. Like we were waiting for some people to come on board the first morning we were here, but nobody showed up, so we eventually came to town. Yeah, all friendly people.
Coffee shop. We're definitely gonna have to stop there. And a fruit stand.
juice bar.
which you might be excited about.
I don't know. Some bananas, yeah.
Yeah.
Hola.
Hola. So we got a coffee. And these guys you got fancy drinks. You got like a frappuccino or something. And Stephane got, he wanted orange juice, but then it was lemon, which we think means lime or lemon.
Can be lemon or lime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the little surprise twist?
Oh, my heart is still pumping because I was not expecting the twist. I mean, we've had so many twists, but this one was like, oh, by the way, you cannot leave tomorrow morning, which is Thursday morning, which is the window we've been looking at. And we're like, why? They say, oh, because of the weather. No, we're here because of the weather. Tomorrow, we think this is the best window for us, the safest thing for us. And so we had to explain that there is bad weather coming in Miami on Monday. And then we had to, watch out, there's a car coming. And then we had to explain we have like qualified people on board. We had to explain we have 2 professional weather routers monitoring. We had to explain we have like a good solid boat and fast boat. And so now they don't have the authority here. So they're talking to El Comandante somewhere, hoping this says yes. And then they're going to text us. And that means we're going to go back to the Navy. They're going to give us a despacho to exit. And then we have to go back to the immigration. And all this has to happen before 4 p.m. because they close the office at 4 p.m. And then to go to the Port Authority too. So we have to wait for the text, Navy, immigration, Port Authority.
Why is everybody going backwards?
They don't have space to turn around. And then tomorrow morning, the Navy, Richard, will come to our boat, see us leave, take a picture, physically see us leaving.
And all of that was after we visited Customs, Immigration, Agriculture, Port Authority, Navy. Did I miss anything?
5 stops.
5 stops, a bit involved, and about 130 US dollars basically so far. So we started at 9 and it's 12:30 and we're not done yet.
Okay.
We're still doing it.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're trying to do it.
Look at the weather. We need what they call a despacho to leave the Dominican Republic. And then we need to go to, once we have the despacho, we need to go to immigration and we need to go to Port Authority, get the stamps, get all the paperwork, and then we can call them, they see us leave, and we are all good. So they close at 4 today, it's 3 p.m. And they just said like, well, we have no news from this person in an office somewhere who is looking at the weather and dictating who can come out. And so we're going to attempt to go over there and force the situation a bit, because otherwise we don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, you know, if somebody says, no, we cannot leave, and it becomes dangerous for us to be staying here because there is a low pressure that eventually will come through Miami.
So you guys are gonna go over there and try to figure out how to get us out of here.
Some pressure. That's all we can do.
We've got Daniel with the scowl.
Yeah.
I'm not optimistic about that.
Because I'm responsible for the vessel and I come here for shelter. I agree with you, but at some point the weather is better and it's like, I don't know, it's like it's seamanship, you know, you're in charge, like, you know, I mean, I understand they're worried about if there's a problem, they send their Navy to rescue you. But it's fine if you go to the, whatever, Turks and Caicos, it's not that far, but we have a passage, you know.
Well, it's not gonna hurt to go over and have a friendly conversation.
No. Do we have something to bring?
So what's the verdict?
The verdict is we made some progress. I mean, there's still working to get the authorization from the commander to get the dispatcher. And then they say, well, we talk, go to the immigration office and then get your passport stamped. So that's done. We have that immigration solved.
Oh, so you got them stamped?
Yeah, then the port authority checked the paperwork, says we're good. So now we went back to the Navy and they say, well, we still don't have the paperwork, but what's going to happen is if they get the approval, in any case, Richard from the Navy was going to come here tomorrow morning to see us leave and take our picture. So now, assuming we get authorization tonight, he can bring the dispatcher with him. We can sign tomorrow morning, and then we can leave. So
In theory.
that's what we do. We wait.
That's our bumper sticker for this trip, huh, Amy?
Yeah, that's our tagline, our motto.
And I think
wait.
it's a good tagline for life.
It is.
So what's his note say?
We're having a little bit of a translation problems. So basically, we're not getting the dispatcher tonight. That's one thing I understand from there. They are going to wait for, I guess, the Navy to send a notification early tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, for us to take them. So maybe to check with them. Then they have to stop at the ship's office. I don't know if he's referring to us, as they cannot leave without the dispatch of the Navy. So I don't know if he means you have to stop at the ship's office because you cannot leave without the dispatch of the Navy, which are the door police authorized to give you the boat departure. So he's explaining that. After they carry out all their immigration customs and port authority. So I guess he's saying after we carry out all the immigration custom and port authority process, but we've done that already. Isn't said the bus?
Hey, my friend, I hope tomorrow the boss send the paper and he said he's okay to go give dispatch. Don't worry.
So the
But
bus.
does that mean he's gonna come? Or?
Yeah. The boss said okay for tomorrow to give the dispatcher. No worries. So that means then Richard, who was going to come to our boat, will come with the dispatcher. We'll sign, give you the dispatcher. You see us leaves, take a picture. So things seem to be okay.
Woohoo!
Well, we don't have the paperwork, but
Yeah, we don't have the paperwork yet, but
We shall see. I'll believe it when I see it.